The following is a special presentation exclusively on Time Warner Cable. Brought to you by Roadrunner High Speed Online, Golden Empire Transit, Crab Radio, and Fox Sports Radio.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now they get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
Roadrunner works instantly. All the speed and power makes research for school so much faster. On a dial-up service, everything moves in slow motion. In fact, my friends who have dial-up come to my house. We do things that are flat out impossible on dial-up. With Roadrunner, everything happens like that. Video and sound clips make the complex clear.
Okay, Houston, I'm on the board.
Hey, we aced the final. Beep, beep, beep.
Get free Roadrunner installation from Time Warner Cable.
Fox NFL Sunday, this is our first day.
We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game. For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Time Warner Cable. Roadrunner High Speed Online. Golden Empire Transit. Crab Radio. And Fox Sports AM 800. Present the High School Football Game of the Week.
Good evening from Turkey Lawless Field on the campus of North High School. Tonight, the 3-2 Stars host the 3-2 West High Vikings, Brian, but North has won 2 in a row. West has lost 2 consecutive games.
Yeah, West has been a couple close games, and they haven't been able to figure out a way to win. And tonight, I think their keys for the Vikings is going to have to be get the ball to their speed players. They have quite a few players with speed. They need to make some big plays tonight.
West runs the option, North the wing T. Who are the key players for West who must make an impact tonight?
Well, I think tonight you're going to have Weegas as the quarterback stepping in, and he has to have a good game. He has to keep the ball from turnovers, can't throw interceptions, but run that veer in their power game.
How about the Stars?
Well, the Stars, you know, they need to have ball control. They need to keep the ball in their possession with the wing T and just ground out the game and make it a slow game.
It's West and North tonight on PNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week on Time Warner Cable.
Seems every day someone promises you a faster way to the internet. But when it comes to delivering serious speed, no one can touch Roadrunner High Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. Instead of high-speed hype, get Roadrunner for a high-speed service that's easy to get, easy to use, and actually delivers high speed.
Get free Roadrunner installation from Time Warner Cable.
Roadrunner High Speed Online. Let's go.
Fox NFL Sunday, this is our first day.
We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game. For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Got a plus good evening from Turkey Lawless Field on the campus of North High School. Tonight's Southwest December League opener between the Stars and the West High Vikings. Both teams with a record of 3-2. North has looked very good since their loss to Garces, 27-0. West has struggled primarily defensively in their last two games.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Lewis, who's the defensive coordinator for the Vikings, and he said there's been some breakdowns in coverage and assignments, and that's led to some big plays. But overall, they've had a chance to win the game, just haven't been able to do it. So it'll be interesting to see tonight if they can, through practice week, shore up those holes in that defense.
Well, it's a key game for both teams as they face the midway point of the season. North has struggled in recent years, as has West, so both looking to possibly have a plus 500 year.
Yeah, you know, like you said, both teams will start in the league tonight, and they're 0-0 in league, so it's a chance to be first place. Whoever wins tonight will be tied for first anyway in the league.
A new season. We're on top of the newly revamped, remodeled North High press box inside. We did a game here last year. We were on the other side on the left when they played Garces. And, of course, last season, North was on that particular side. We're tied at the top of the field. The grass is in great shape here at North High School, as the Stars look to win their third consecutive game against West High. West High has a huge offensive line and, as you mentioned, a lot of speed. See how North can contend with the Vikings. Football, like many sports, is a game of matchups. West High coming down the I formation. The option. Run to about the 39-yard line. Strong hit by number 3 of North High.
That's Hunter right there coming from the safety spot, and that's his job. He's to come inside out and fill the hole, and that's what he did right there, but not before Wiggins picked up a good gain of 4 yards. And you'll see Wiggins come right here. He's going to spin out, looking for the option play. Boom. But he picks up 4 strong yards right there.
John Wiggins, the starting quarterback for West High. Riley Turner, number 4. Ed Leach will also play some running back there at the top ball carriers for the Vikings. Number 4, that is Turner. Hit out the line of scrimmage and drops at the 39-yard line. Fullback is Ronald Maxby, number 33, wide receiver. Kiki Castile, 31. And Frank Brooks, number 6. Tight end, number 7, Shane Taylor for the Vikings. Right tackle, David Mena. Right guard, Adam Bailey. Richard Rodriguez, the center. Marcus Wolf, the left guard. And Hector Campos, Chris Kimball will alternate at left tackle for the Vikings. Third and long 5 for the Vikings at their own 39. Here early in the first quarter against North. Wiggins on the reverse. One player for North is back there. Cut back and makes a tackle at the 40-yard line. Number 20 with the ball carrier, Castile. Great play by Westerfeld. He plays quarterback for North.
Yeah, Westerfeld did a great job of staying at home. He didn't get fooled by the reverse and just broke down and made a good open field tackle.
He was left all by himself and made the tackle one-on-one. If Castile gets by him, he has the first down and more.
Yeah, and, you know, now some players, offensive coordinator, you got what you want, one-on-one with one of your premier athletes, and just when they don't make the play that time.
And a poor kick off the side of the foot. North will have excellent field position as they begin the first series tonight at Ely Ellis Field. And the fans are definitely pumped up. It's only about a 20-yard punt, Brian.
Yeah, you know, and this is not how you want to start the game if you're the Vikings. Go 3 and out, and then have a shank punt go out of bounds to the left and give the Stars a short field to work with on this opening drive.
Gano was the big runner for North last week. Anthony Williams down well, James Rivera. The ball carrier cuts back, gains about 3 or 4 yards. A lot of running, but not much upfield. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards by number 21 for the Stars.
Reed did a good job of coming around the end. I thought he had a chance to break the outside, but he made a cutback move and goes back across the grain there. And is tackled by Ed Leach right there. So that's a good play by Leach to come up and keep it to a short gain.
Reed going over Rivera in the backfield. Quick handoff for the first down for the Stars with a power run to the West High 45-yard line.
You know, and that's dangerous. Anytime that in the wing tee or any of those option veer type offenses, that dive play going like that is going to make it awfully difficult.
And number 22, Gale, only had 138 yards last week, so he was a big man welling up the middle for North High. Like movement too early by the Stars prior to a snap. There'll be a 5-yard penalty against North. 9:14 to play in the first quarter. West nothing, North nothing. Stars guilty of an infraction of 5 yards back to the midfield 50-yard line. They got a great vantage point for doing a football game.
Yeah, this is a good view right here. Like you said, the turf's in beautiful condition. Tonight out on the field, it didn't seem like it had any weak spots on it.
This reminds me a lot of the Roscoe press box. Did a game against Chapel last year. Nice get of about 8 yards to the west side 41-yard line by Reed, running behind his blockers. I think that North will probably keep the ball on the ground more than West, and they'll both run somewhat of an option attack.
And I think that's the key for North is to keep the ball for long periods of time and just have these long drives where they roll off 6 or 7 minutes.
Singer running back behind Westerfeld. Now they have the first down more to the 41-yard line. Number 22, Gaona with the first down, running hard. He's on somewhat of a roll the last 2 games for North.
You know, and right now, we'll see the end of the run right here as he just runs over a man and just keep dragging a couple players. But right now what we're seeing, though, is just the offensive line for the Stars that just come out like raging bulls and just running over the front line of the West High Vikings.
They're in motion. Westerfield the throw. Down in the middle, has a man wide open. Touchdown, North High! Number 81 for reception for North. Who was on him? Touchdown.
Randy Turner was guarding him. Was the nearest man to him anyway.
They may bring him back. Yes.
Yeah, coming back. You know, that's unfortunate there for the Stars because West High's picking up some big plays, and right there, West High took a shot downfield and completed it, but it's going to come back because of the ineligible man.
We talked about the fact that North doesn't throw too often, but they were successful there. And of course, the penalty. What do you think of the superimposition?
Yep. So penalties right now on the North High drive has been their Achilles heels on this drive.
So North back at the 45-yard line in West Territory. Reception was by Seth Banker of North. Another inside handoff to the 40-yard line. Gale once again inside the 40 to the West Side 49. So the Vikings dodge a bullet on down to an eligible man downfield penalty.
Yeah, they did, but right now, North High is getting off too many yards on these dive plays. You have to tighten that defense up in the front.
Defensive end for West High, Jeremy Jackson, number 41, Hector Compass, number 72, tackles, both Richmond 65 and Joe Duncan 66, 3-4. Out off of the backfield, lost about a yard. Number 26, the ball carrier, that'll be James Rivera for North High. That is fourth down for the Stars. 7-12 to play first quarter, fourth and long for North. So it looked like they had a touchdown. Now they have a fourth and long situation that appears to go on the punt.
And that was a good play by defensive line. David Minnow right there just getting in the backfield and making the play.
Finally, somebody getting back deep for West High. The punt is almost blocked. West didn't believe that North was going to punt it away. They let it drop. Does North down inside the 1?
North down on the 1.
Well, Turner was back deep for West High. I think he should have come up with the ball and let it bounce.
Yeah, that punt's high enough where you can field that one.
I guess they're bringing it back out to the 20-yard line, Brian. Apparently, maybe his foot was in the end zone.
They are calling touchback. And I think that's the correct call on that play right there.
The West High has been somewhat fortunate twice here in the first quarter. Wiggins and company. The long count. On a draw North Isle side. There's Turner. Across the point to about the 23-yard line. He has some speed.
Yeah, he does. And if they can get him in the open field, he can make some plays for the Vikings. But again, I think that line, David Minna is the big man on that line. I think they need to kind of stay behind him and let him use his size against the smaller defensive line of the Stars.
Second and long 2 for West High. 6:15 to play in the first. No score between the Vikings and the Stars. Flip pass complete. Out to the 25-yard line. That's number 21 for the Vikings. Very short gain.
That's Kiki Castile. This is just that little quick receiver screen, and he didn't have a chance for the lineman to get out there, but he gets thrown down there.
Westerville again.
And very close to a first down. And he's another player for the Vikings that has a lot of speed, so they have some weapons. It's a matter if they can get those weapons out one-on-one in an open field against somebody.
Westerville plays quarterback and outside linebacker from North. He's involved in a lot of plays. Number 12, as we have a measurement on the near side. Just a little bit short. Maybe a couple feet short for a first down for the Vikings. Third down. They'll just take it up the middle. Have some confidence in that offensive line.
Yeah.
No reason to get fancy here.
No, with that little bit, you can just quarterback sneak that for that little bit to go.
Wiggins up to the ball for the Vikings. So looking over the defense. Trying to see how they will line up. Sure, North will have quite a few in the box. West High the eye. Ball given a turn. I think he's stopped short of the first down. They try to run outside.
Yeah. Well, there was a hole to do a quarterback sneak. You had the deep nose guard shaded to the right of center. Grab the ball and just sneak to the right for a couple of inches.
Calling time again for West High. From the 12-yard line. Stars have a couple of guys deep. After on 43. West High throws very short. Does not make the first down. Better punt, but much shorter than he would like it. Taken by North, they'll throw on 47-yard line down. It was number 21 for the Stars, Anthony Reed. So North, for the second time this evening, was very good field position.
Yeah, and you know, if you keep doing that time in, time out, you will get worn down in this game. Especially the way the dive play's been working so far in that first series for the Stars.
The opener of the Southwestern Summer League season for both schools. Both teams coming in with a record of 3-2. They've had their ups and downs. West with 2 straight losses. North with a couple of wins in a row. After the Garza defeat. Westerville had off to the running back number 26, and he stopped for about a half-yard loss. Be James Rivera. So North trying to run wide against West High. It's not working against the speed of West, so they've been more effective running between the tackles.
They have been. That dive play's been a big play for them. And right there, Max did a good job of getting penetration. And again, we talked about it earlier, when teams run the wing T or these veer type of offenses, you want to get penetration with your front seven because that disrupts the timing and the effectiveness of the veer in the wing T.
Second and 10 for the Stars at their own 47-yard line. Brandon Maddox, Josh Stevens, Kyle Benson, linebackers for West. They run a 3-4-D. Quarterbacks are Jarvis Thompson, number 8, Ed Leach, number 22, a strong safety, number 4, Randy Turner, at a free safety, number 84, Andre Spencer. West High got burned on a pass play, but it didn't cost them. Here comes a flag, out of gain of about 5 or 6 yards.
And that lay's going in the holding zone right there. That's what it is, to be holding.
Mike Gilman, number 78 for North, 6'4", about 275 pounds. some of the players up front. Out of penalty against the Stars. This is holding. That, of course, a major one. They're back to their own 37-yard line. So this series has gone backwards in the wrong direction.
Yeah, this is 2 series in a row. They have some things going in penalties. Hurt them in both these series. And
sometimes when a team scores a touchdown, it's called back. They let down a little bit. Westfield on the keeper. Nice tackle, 40-yard line by number 42 of West. Josh Stevens. Looked like he had some more room to roam, but good 1-1 tackle by Josh. We've seen about 3 good 1-1 tackles by both teams this evening.
Yeah, and that's what you want. That's what your linebackers do. They have to make those open field plays because they're going to be some open field plays when you have a team that runs all the wing tee and they do all the fakes to the backs and come out.
North facing a 3rd and 17 situation at their own 40-yard line. Steer wide to left, Westerfeld. Sprint out left. Here comes the pressure. Fires it out there. Almost picked off by Turner. He was thinking 6 going the other way, but he could not hold on to the ball. 4th down, though, for the Stars. And hopefully the Vikings can come up with very good field position.
He didn't get the interception, but he did a good job of reading the routes and broke before the ball was thrown and almost came up with a huge play for the Vikings. And there he is. See the end of it right there as he comes from the strong safety position to make the play.
That ball intended for Baker, number 81, who caught that touchdown pass, which was called back. Timeout, Stars. Now they had a little bit of confusion as to what they were going to do if they had enough players on the field. 3:28 to play, first quarter, and no score between the Stars and the Vikings from Turk Ilialis Field. Turk Ilialis, a longtime coach at North High. He was quite a basketball official, too.
Did not know that.
Yes. He was an intimidating basketball official. And his son, Danny, was a good football player here at North. Well, they call it Turk Ilialis Field. They have made some nice improvements here to the stadium. They basically had to condemn the side and tear it all down. Then they put up some nice aluminum bleachers like you would have at Stockdale and Centennial and some of the newer high schools in town. Of course, set us up on top of the press box. It was very similar to, as we mentioned, the Owasco press box.
Yeah.
When we did the games from Owasco and Shasta last year. Very nice access for us. Good vantage point. Westerfeld does the punting for North. Gets it off, is almost blocked. And rolls out of bounds. Just about the 39-yard line of West Side territory. So Westerfeld, the quarterback, linebacker, and punter for North. So he's a man who wears many hats for the Stars.
Yeah, and that's just like a throwback player right there. I mean, he does it all, the punting. He plays cornerback, then he plays quarterback, so he's a pretty good athlete.
He'll do it all as West Side comes up to the ball. 3:18 to play in the first. See if the Vikings can get something going. Line, Joe Wegas. The option, fumbles it, falls on it. Takes the ball to his fullback. As they kind of ran into each other, lost momentarily and jumped on it.
And he's very fortunate that the ball bounced right back to him. That could have been a disastrous play.
Because you know many times the football doesn't do that. Basically, for West High, they lose it down and about a yard, as we see it, Brian.
There it is right there. It just gets it on the fullback's hip, doesn't pull it out in time, and the ball is on the ground.
Quickest calling signals for West High, looking right. Sets up 33-yard on the pass. Complete to Turner, first down midfield 50, 45, stays on his feet. Dives forward to the 40-yard line. Get him to the outside.
And right there, you can see the speed of Turner. He flares out of the backfield right there, and the ball's thrown right outside, and he catches in stride and eludes a defender. So he looked like he had a chance to make a good hit on him, and then makes another move and picks up the first down for the Vikings. There's, you see the ball coming on top of the flare. Right there, he outruns one of the defenders and then makes a cutback and almost stays on his feet for a big play.
Bus stop of the 1st and 10 at the North High 40-yard line. 2:20 to play in the first quarter. Off the sideline on the left side. Front of the tailback. He has the ball to about the 45-yard line. As they fix reverse. A 5-yard pickup for West High. 2nd and 5 for the Vikings.
You know, and Rain Turner, you see, he's not a very big kid, but he's another guy that we've seen that just runs hard. I mean, every time he plays hard. He plays defense hard. He plays offense hard.
They burst for a quickly through that hole. 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. Vikings with receivers weak side behind Wegas. Turner, the ball again. Drives forward for about a 3-yard gain. Nice push up front by the West High offensive lineman as they were beginning to do some damage against North High.
Yeah, you know, like you said, it's funny how a play, you score a touchdown, is taken away, and it gives momentum to the team. And then you start to see the conflict of Viking players. They make a few plays, and they're bouncing up to the line of scrimmage. They're getting in the huddle, and they're starting to blow some guys off the line.
Definitely momentum. 3rd and long, 2 for West. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Fullback, the ball carrier, has the first down, but flags come flying from each side. Number 33, Maxby for West High, had a ball with fullback. He finally gets a touch of the football, but it's against the Vikings legal procedures.
Yep, instead of 1st and 10, now it's going to be 3rd and about 8 or 3rd and 7.
Maxby is 5'8", 210 pounds, so he carries a load. Short, stocky, but low to the ground. Great balance. So for West High, 3rd and 6. As we are coming to the conclusion of the first quarter. Man in motion behind Wegas. Looking right. Quarterback draw. Looked like he had a chance to get the first down and was driven back. Depends on the forward progress. It appeared he got within maybe a yard or 2 of the first down and he was driven back to the 45. Defense came up very quickly.
Yeah, you know, and that's a nice little call. They had a chance to make it, and the defense for the Stars did a good job of corralling them right before they got the first down.
Well, 4th and 3 for West. It appears they're going for it as the first quarter's come to a conclusion. Illinois territory at the 33. After 1 quarter, North nothing, West nothing. You're watching the high school football game of the week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
On paper, a DSL online service looks tempting. Problem is, you have to qualify to get it. With Roadrunner High-Speed Online from Time Warner Cable, there are no mysterious qualifications. It's easy to get. But if you enjoy crashing headlong into roadblocks, try DSL. If you like to keep things simple, call for Roadrunner.
Get free Roadrunner installation from Time Warner Cable.
Roadrunner High-Speed Online. Let's go.
Fox NFL Sunday, this is our first day. We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game. For the 3rd time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
That's a 4th and 2 situation for West High as we begin the 4th quarter. Fullback gets close to the 30-yard line, Maxby, before they push him back.
So that was a generous spot right there.
Yes, West High does need a very generous spot, Brian. Let's see if they get it. As a chain game will come out again for the 2nd time this evening. Let's get some TV time. Nice evening for football. It's not cold yet, it's just cool as we look at the measurement. They're short. North High football. Remember, West High had a third on a couple of feet to get the first down. They lost about a half yard. This time they had it fourth down and short, and were stopped probably a half foot shy.
And again, you obviously Coach Cornford has some faith in his defense because he wouldn't have went for it on fourth down. And the defense now has to come out and they have to just keep him in the game and play a game of field position.
Gall, the ball carries about the 45-yard line. He has been the most effective runner for North tonight, running north to south, as they would say. They haven't run that well to the outside. Hell, the game has just started. It's not time to take a snooze. Okay.
Oh, he's back up. He's ready to watch some more play.
11:25 to play in the first half. A new quarterback in there, Brian. As Gall, the ball carrier, gets up to about the 40-yard line. Number 7 for Cody Stone, the quarterback from North. He came in very late in the ball game against Garces. But he's in the early tonight for North.
And the Westerfield's not hurt, if you're wondering. He's right by the coaching staff on about the 40-yard line.
Westerfeld, the plays linebacker and punter also for North. Gall, the ball carried to about the 45-yard line. Again, maybe a long 4. Number 22 had 138 yards last week. Has been the main and top ball carrier for the Stars this evening.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting 4 to 6 yards a pop every time he runs it, so I think right now we're going to see his number get called quite a bit on this series.
Josh Olin, the ball game, number 30. First down for North into the 50, 45-yard line. Goes number 19, Chris Dixon. 6 feet, 190-pounder. With his first carry of the game, it's good for a first down or more.
You know, and right there is where you see hitting that die 3 or 4 times in a row opens up your other players.
First down for the Stars in West Side territory. Going against the 40-yard line. Powers his way to the 34. And close to another first down.
Number 22, Jeremy
Gaona looking sharp, looking good, solid.
And I'm telling you, Gayona's on the way to another 100-yard game tonight. It's only early in the second quarter, and he's just rolling up the yardage up the middle.
They run very well up the middle. Gives control of football, breaks tackles. Second and short for the North at the West High 34-yard line. 9:52 to play in the first half. No score. Gaona again. Good blocking up front by the offensive line. And they powers his way inside the 30-yard line. They're opening up some holes for him. He's following very well. And then breaking tackles.
Well, he gets a lot of yards after first contact. I mean, he's hit about 2 yards in the run, and he runs through a couple guys and still winds up with 6 yards. And that's what's so impressive about Gaona as the back.
Jeremy only a junior, 6 feet, 200 pounds. We'll run the ball carrier to the 20-yard line, 15, and more to about the 10-yard line. The Stars passing something like in the West Side defense.
Well, again, it's all off of Gaona. I mean, he set it all up with those powerful ones in the middle, and then the cornerback has to come up and make some plays for the Vikings in the secondary right there. I mean, there's no cornerback in the picture for almost 5 or 6 to 10 yards, and they have to come up and make some plays if they're going to have any chance at all of stopping this North Star offense.
Over the line play gets inside the 10-yard line for North High. About 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. The Stars on the move. Timeout West High. Defense needs to talk about it. As North looks very impressive on this drive. West High had a good drive going, but it stalls. They were stopped on fourth down.
And I think the momentum changed too when they had that they stopped them on fourth and about 2. And then the offense just has come out and has just take it to West High's defense right now.
Both teams with a record of 3-2 coming into the ball game. But this is the opening battle in the Southwest Assembly League. These are the games that really count. The others count towards rankings and things like that on overall record, but these are the games that are most important. If you like a copy of tonight's game or any other local program on Time Warner Cable, give us a call at 322-1941, 322-1941. 9:04 to play in the first half. North High inside the West High 10-yard line. And no score between the Stars and the Vikings. From Turkey Lawless Field on the campus of North High. North Bakersfield. The ball given to number 19. Dixon to the outside. Breaks the tackle. Stays on his feet to the 5. The flag is down. He dives forward to about the 3. Chris Dixon had a strong run for first down early in this drive. Up against North High.
Yeah. And another drive for North and another penalty. Kind of stalls them a little bit, but we'll have to see how they're able to bounce back from this penalty.
Well, Mike Snow's team likes to make it interesting. And the Stars are doing that. At their own 23-yard line, West High. Hill again, breaks the tackle up to the 15. Follows the ball at the 12-yard line. West High says they have it. It is Viking football.
And what's interesting is things are going good right here. We'll see it. Galen is running hard, trying to cover it up. And 22, Leach, a secondary player, finally came up and made a running back and made a play for the Vikings.
Well, another lost opportunity for the Stars. West High has at their own 12-yard line, 4-2 to play in the second quarter. Lakers will go to the defense. Turner up the middle to about the 15, 17-yard line. As it runs powerfully to the left side, the Vikings dodge a shining bullet known as a Star.
Oh, that's the second bullet they've dodged tonight.
Let's see if they can be opportunistic. West began with drive. They're on 12-yard line. Second and 5 for the Vikings. Man in motion. Wakus. Play action from his own 10. Throw long downfield. The man is open. Caught at 40-yard line and down in North High territory. Yes, indeed. So he was open, but there was no penalty.
No, it wasn't, and that's the speed I was talking about, Castillo. And we've been waiting for some speed to show up, and we finally seen it right there as Castillo runs a post, and Wiggins does a good job putting the ball out there with some air on it so he doesn't overthrow him. Make sure he secures the catch. And that's like really our first chance to see some serious speed tonight.
Yes, indeed. A big pickup for the Vikings to the North High 38-yard line. Option. Wiggins on the keeper. Runs into his own man and falls down to the 34-yard line. I'll say, get out of my way. We have the same uniform on.
Sean Wheat just on the carry. Back on the play by 26, James Rivera. Also into the stop, 55, Matt Lewis.
Then you have Coach Lewis on the sideline with his defense. They're trying to figure out how to stop this dive more than likely.
Mike coaches Centennial. Also coach at Garces.
And was a
pro baseball career.
And was a really good high school quarterback and baseball player at Garces. And after that, he went to UCLA.
I thought I should have stuck with football after high school. That was just my opinion. Second and 7 for the Vikings. At the North High 34. Max Smith, the middle, about the 30-yard line. Boys driven back. He was fullback for West High. Now they will have another third and short situation in North High territory.
But these are the kind of third and shorts that are makeable. These are the kind of third and shorts that teams look for. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 3, because any play in your playbook is open to you, depending on what part of the field you're in. But you can run the ball still. You can pass the ball, play action, or straight drop back. So you have a lot of options when you have these kind of downs.
You know, West High plays BHS later this year. 6 minutes to play in the first half. North showing blitz. Weekus. Ball to number 22. Stopped short. It was fourth down. Edward Leeds finally carried the ball for West High. He has an average of over 6 yards per carry coming in.
Well, I think, too, that play, you know, if you're going to run the ball and you have the linebacker mad dogging like that, that play right there is almost taken out of the picture, because you're not going to run with those kind of blitzing, with that kind of blitzing on a running play.
Well, we'll try it again at 4th and 3 with 5:20 to play in the first half. Weekus, pitch back. The 22 does a great job between the tackles. Edward Leach, second consecutive carry. Doesn't have a first down. Or we will have a measurement. Our third measurement tonight. Well, changing members are going to get popular this evening.
Yeah, they better hope to be in pretty good condition. They're doing an awful lot of running tonight.
But you know, it'll be kind of tough to sprint back to the sideline as we have the measurement.
And they got it this time.
Third time's a charm for West High.
And I think you have to give Leach a lot of credit for just individual effort on that play, because that play was doing those penetration, and he just made a good athletic play of making a few guys miss and put his head down and pick up the first down.
Edward Leach with back-to-back carries for West. As Brian said, the second one was a lot of individual effort, and he gained the first down by a little bit. The Vikings keep this series going. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Somebody's trying to get on the board. The Vikings have the North High 27-yard line. Split backs for West High. Turner, Maxme. Wiggins to throw. Out of the backfield, Turner kept the ball 25. Thrown down for 21. Kind of took an awkward hit.
Yeah, Turner does a good job of catching the ball in that little flare route. And he's really quick when he catches the ball. Makes a guy miss and picks up almost 5 or 6 yards.
Josh Sassel making the tackle for North. Up front, Sassel, center number 8. Hughes number 40. And the other Sassel, number 77. Backer 6 and 19. Lewis 55. White 35. Westerfeld 12. Second down. 2nd and 4 for the Vikings. Up at North High 22. Wiggins. Usual count. Bill Wiggins ball turning to the 20-yard line. Cuts back 15 and has a first down. He hit very well behind his offensive lineman. Looking for a hole. And he succeeded very well.
Yeah,
somebody up front, David Mena leading the blocking for West High. Right tackle. Talked about Adam Bailey, Richard Rodriguez, Marcus Wolf. Also up front for the Vikings. Opening up some holes in that North High D. West High taking its time at the North High 15. 3:45 on the clock in the first half. Very fast moving first 2 quarters. Vegas and Turner to the outside, 20-yard line. North swinging it out, 15. He tries hard to drive him out of bounds. That play took a lot of time to develop, and North did a tremendous job of swinging it out.
Well, North is coming off the corner with their linebackers. They're walking out, and they're coming in, and they're just penetrating off the ends.
Hunter number 3 for 0-26. Billington number 42 with deep. People from North in the backfield. So one thing, Turner gave all he had. He tackled by about 4 or 5 stars in that particular play. The 3:30 to play, second quarter, no score. The Vikings on the move. In the red zone, North High 15. Wiggins to throw, looking right, looking left. Here comes the pressure. He will be sacked at the 21-yard line. Took too long. Number 40 for the Stars, Jonathan Keys.
Yeah, that's your nose guard right there getting some penetration and making a sack. That's a cover sack. Right here, they're going to go to the well one too many times for that little fullback, that little running back flare-out route. It was gobbled up by the secondary and the linebackers, and then Keys made a play and made the sack.
Well, the people who wanted to throw the ball to were covered.
Well, he was only looking at one person, really. He was going to that flare-out route. That's why I think they're flowing out to it. If you can look at that flare-out route and come on your backside with your post, you might have a chance.
North Macon blitz with a man amongst for West. Wiggins, play action, throws it towards the end zone, wobbles it. It is knocked away, incomplete. Oh, hanging, knocked away by Austin Choate, number 10 for North. Center receiver, Frank Brooks for West High, number 6.
Yeah, ball floated out there, and a jump ball, and Choate knocked it down before Brooks did, before Brooks could catch it.
West High will try for about a 37-yard field goal attempt. Snap is high. They can't get it off. The ball thrown in the air. It's complete to number 41, but it's caught by North High. That was ugly from start to finish. And North High football.
Yeah, that play was disastrous from the snap to the throw. So North High takes over and see if they can go. They're going to see if they can go back to that dive play and march back down the field. And West High's defense has had some time to rest, so maybe they can. Oh, there it is, a high snap. Never gets the ball on the ground. Does a good job of just taking off right there, Cartwright, and gets rid of it before he gets hit.
North comes back with a football, a kicker for West High, number 72, Hector Campos. And Cartwright tried to do his Gallia Premium impersonation, but he threw it right-handed though. That's tough going through the left and trying to throw it back across her body.
It's just impressive they even completed the pass.
He did complete it. But North was not fooled at all. So it's 1 for 1. Western will back in their quarterback. Looks like people were shifting all over the place. And the ball's up to about the 27-yard line. Rivera, the ball carrier for North. 3rd down and 5. For North, 1:45 to play in the first half. And no score still between the Vikings and the Stars.
Yeah, Rivera's going off a little gimpy right there.
She's an all two-way player for North.
Well, she's not too into this cheer, is she? She's just like, yeah.
Get off the middle, breaks a couple of tackles across the 40-yard line. As usual, Jeremy driving for yards. Hit about a 4-yard backfield and throw forward. And he picks up a first down. Talk about individual effort.
Yeah, he just does a good job of just running through people and just continuing to run hard.
Well, you really have to stick him and wrap him up.
Yeah, you have to game tackle him.
Way to the right, it was a play action. Halfback, he has run for his life to the far side, driven out of bounds. Halfback option pass. West side smells it out. And they're going to hop pursuit of the halfback turn quarterback, rolling to his right.
And the cornerback there needs to come back and thank Campos and the rest of the defensive line because they got the pressure because the receiver was open for a good little bit, but Campos kept the pressure on it and chased down the halfback and tackled him for a loss, it looks like.
Well, especially the halfbacks aren't used to throwing the ball. Sometimes they have trouble pulling that trigger when they see the pressure coming to them. They have to be a passer. 2nd and 10 for North. Get about 5 yards to the 45-yard line. Goes Anthony Reed for North. Pick up maybe 6 yards. 21 seconds to play in the first half. And timeout. No score between the Stars and the Vikings. And North High in their own territory, Brian.
Yep, North High with 3rd down, 21 seconds left.
Timeout North, 21
Let's air it out.
I think if it was me, I would have just took it out. I just ran out the clock. Don't take a chance of anything happening. You have a deadlock. You're 0-0. Yeah, there's Coach Lewis.
As Lewis working the official.
He's talking about holding and hooking right there. Then you see some of the West High fans. Well, maybe they're going to air it out. They call a timeout, so maybe they're trying to think of some kind of play. I know I would try to, if I was going to air it out, I would definitely do the action, though, faking the Guyana, I'm sorry.
Well, if I third down, 4 and 5 at the wrong 45-yard line. A scoreless first half, not the first for us this season.
Usually somebody's put some points on the board.
Pitchback number 19, Dixon to the 40-yard line. Hits their 50, out of bounds. 13 seconds on the clock. Dixon, number 19. Looking like it was close to a face mask opponent against West, but Dixon runs very hard. He's a big kid.
Yeah, and again, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the cornerbacks. They have to come up and they have to hit the blocker. They have to take the blocker. You have to take the blocker out. You can't just sit there and turn your back and let them block you. You come up outside container, your outside shoulder. You go into the blocker. If he bounces, you come in to tackle, but at least make the running back cut up and stay in bounds.
Preston 6 foot 195. He was feeling like, you know, to have 2 quality juniors on the team. Westerfeld will take it as the clock is winding down here in the first half. Timeout North. They are utilizing all the timeouts here in the second quarter.
Well, they don't carry over, so you might as well get them.
That's right.
You might as well use them.
Now, North obviously has to devise a play that will possibly score them a touchdown. They're not going for 5 yards here.
Well, I thought that was the last timeout was for. I thought the last timeout was for a play to get the ball down the field a little bit.
They ran the ball. They gained about 15 yards, but still. We'll see what happens here.
But, you know, maybe they can get a pass play. And they're on the, the 50 almost
about a hook and lateral.
49 yard. I would just throw it up around the 20-yard line, let the guy catch it, have the quarterback by the referee, call timeout real quick, and at least try to get a field goal if he had that much time to do it.
Is that a familiar fight song?
Yeah, it's the greatest fight song ever made. Woo-hoo! We just need to hear it for about 5 more victories, 6 more victories.
Hey. Not when they play USC, though.
When they play USC, too.
Westerfeld will throw, looks like set up for a sprint from his own 40-yard line. Down the middle, it is almost picked off. Double coverage on Baker, number 81. 2 seconds left.
Yeah, Baker didn't slip through undetected that time.
North will use up all the clock in the second quarter.
See, I thought they were going to do something like that on the last play.
Right.
And then, you know, call a timeout, then throw another one, call a timeout, and then try to kick a field goal.
I think they'll sit on it. Yes, they do. After 1 half, North High nothing, West High nothing. From Turkey Level Field, the Pep Football Game of the Week. On CLNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 41, Digital 106.
Roadrunner works instantly. All the speed and power makes research for school so much faster. On a dial-up service, everything moves in slow motion. In fact, my friends who have dial-up come to my house. We do things that are flat out impossible on dial-up. With Roadrunner, everything happens like that. Video and sound clips make the complex clear.
Okay, Houston, I'm on the board.
Hey, we aced the final. Beep, beep.
Get free Roadrunner installation from Time Warner Cable.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now they get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
You have a home video, or 2 or 3, and you want your family, friends, and neighbors to have a copy. Where do you go? Time Warner Productions. Of course. We'll make copies of your tape using high-quality professional tape, label it, and house it in a sleeve for protection, and have it ready for you in no time. We accept VHS, SVHS, VHS-C, Betamax, Mini-DV, and 8mm videotape. We'll even convert to and from foreign formats. We can even edit and print pictures from your videos. Got a broken tape? We can fix that, too. Just stop by the Time Warner Cable office on Select or call for more information.
Fox NFL Sunday, this is our first day. We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game. For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Final score, actually, at halftime, no score between North High and West High from Turkey-Louisville. And I have seen North 6 quarters this year, and the Stars have yet to score a point.
Well, the Stars are knocking on the door twice. Actually scored one time. A penalty called it back. Knocking on the door another drive. Penalty takes them out of play, and there's a fumble. So they've had the opportunity to haven't taken advantage of it.
Jeremy Gaona has run very well for North so far in this game, running between the tackles. West High Turner has been able to get on a roll a little bit, but both teams, their drives have stalled inside the opponent's 20-yard line, inside the red zone.
Well, like I said, you know, West High has to figure out a way to get the ball to Turner, get the ball to Castile, because those are the guys that are speed players. Castile made the big play on the post pattern, but they weren't able to capitalize. But I think they have to figure out a way to get it there.
Okay, both teams 3-2 coming in. And this is our first game of the Southwest Assembly League. Who will be the Roadrunner High Speed Online speedster of the game?
Well, we'll have to see. It'll have to be a play where a player utilizes tremendous speed to make an impact on the game tonight.
But Cal still had a long reception for West, which put them in North High territory. But, of course, that drive stalled. As the Stars receive the kickoff in the second half across the 20-yard line to about the 22. As you know, Brian, there are some teams who look ahead to the end of the season. Well, they still have about 4 or 5 games left. They're thinking about what bowl game they may play in, and unfortunately, something happens to them along the way. They overlook their opponents, and they get defeated.
Well, I think we're referring to the score we heard on the Fresno State Boise State game.
Norfolk ball running wide to the 25, 30-yard line, first down, about the 34.
And the ball's on the ground
Anthony Reed,
again.
the ball carrier for North High, number 21.
I think they called him down this time, though. They called him down.
I smell popcorn up here.
Yeah, but back to what you said, that's a great run right there for a first down. It's a good job of being patient. And then once he saw the hole, he cut up field. And Reed did a good job for the Stars in that play.
Out for the Stars, 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Ball carrier is hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage, driven back to Gaona. We'll look at the forward progress, though.
I think that's the first time we've seen Gaona get only a yard or two.
Well, as you know, I'm talking about Fresno State. I'm an alumnus of Fresno State. They haven't played that well the last 3 weeks. Something happened to that team. I don't know if it was the pressure from being ranked very high, something they've never been before, but they were very fortunate to pull out the victory last week in overtime. Then, besides losing the first game of the year this weekend, that's the first loss at home in about 16 games.
Well, in reference to that, Boise State is a team that has last year beat UTEP. They're in the WAC now, so that's not a team that you can take lightly they've shown over the last couple of years that they are a team that can contend in that WAC, and tonight they showed against the number 10 team in the country.
But I think this Fresno State may not have won their conference. Another thing what's happened to their team is that their defense has kind of let up in the last 2 or 3 games, and that can hurt. North with the ball, 3rd down. Stone to throw, has a man open for momentarily incomplete. I'm not sure he weaved on the ball correctly. Number 82, Matt Billington, looked like he had a chance at it.
Yeah, I thought Billington had a chance, and I thought that the Spencer had good coverage, and he just made a sharp break. See the rollout right here to the left. It was a good job of setting himself up and getting his shoulder square. Releases looked like just a little bit outside, but you can see right there, Spencer took a flat route and almost give a big play.
Cody Stone, quarterback in that series for North. Muskelfield, the punt for the Stars. Gets it off. Almost blocked. Fair catch at the 32-yard line by West High. The Vikings will set up shop there. No score between West High and North. 10-14 to play in the 3rd from Turk Elias Field on the campus of North High.
Now, Mark, that's about the 3rd punt we've seen that's been coming close to being blocked. What they're doing is they're laying out flat. They go up a little bit and go at an angle where they think protect the ball is going to be. They'll block it. But right now they're just going to dive straight out of his feet, and they're never going to block it again close. Unless he fumbles it, they won't block it that way. They have to go out in front and pick a point and just guess where they think the ball's going to come, and they'll get it one.
Frank Brooks will return man for West High. Wiggins the quarterback, high formation, and Brooks in motion, long count. Inside hands for the fullback. He barely gets up to the line of scrimmage. North High pumped up, focused. Josh Sasso with a hit for North, number 4.
Yeah, and it's been tough to run against the Star defense so far in this game. They've had some success here and there, but not anything consistent all night long for the Viking offense running-wise. They have had room on the passing game. I think they have to figure out a way to incorporate the passing game. That's going to be, to me, their best chance to move the ball in chunks.
Second 9 for the Vikings. Throwing 33. Biggest runs was left. Fires it complete. Brooks out of bounds. First down for West. Nice throw thrown across his body. Right?
Yeah, he does a good job. He has pressure, gets rid of the ball, and that's what I mean about getting some chunks. That was about 11, 12-yard chunk right there. You roll out, you get a guy in the out route, and just toss and catch. And we see the ball coming out right there. And Brooks did a good job picking up the first down.
Looks like got something going. Throwing. Wiggins runs to his own man. Decides to haul himself midfield 50 and down to the 49. Well, he took off a gain of about 6 yards by the quarterback.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about Wiggins is when he doesn't have it, he tucks it really quick and he gets out of there.
9 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. West nothing, North nothing. Our first scoreless first half of the season. Brooks wide right. For West, one hash mark. Wiggins calling signals for the Vikings. There's Turner. Does not set the tackle in the backfield. He will lose a couple.
And that's Keys. Keys has been in the backfield all night long on passing plays. He's putting pressure. On running plays, he's getting penetration. Like I said, I just don't. Right now, I don't see how West High is going to be able to contain him or to really sustain a nice running game against this defense. I think if they can pass the ball a little bit and move the chains with the passing game, they will open up some room for their run.
Of course, both teams have had trouble sustaining a drive this evening on the way. 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. Nice behind the quarterback. He sets the pass up, steps up, fires it over. Incomplete. Right through the hands of Brooks. They really had a first down.
And you can hear the thud off the pads, and basically that's just a case of where the ball attacked the man, and it'll be on news tonight at 11 o'clock. But he has to make that catch right there. See the ball coming across, just gets in on his pads and just bounces off. It was a good play call, and it was open, and it just wasn't executed.
And North High will receive the ball back. Ortiz will return man to the 20. Back down to the 23-yard line.
Tackled on the play by number 8, Jarvis Thomas.
Okay, so North High try to do something here in the third quarter. And still no score between the Stars and the Vikings. The Southwestern Seminole League scoreless duel.
Yes, it is. And right there, you're looking at, I think West High, offensive coordinator staff can look and want them to do an offense, but defense has to keep them in the game and not give them any big plays.
But there the ball carried to the 40-yard line. Here comes the flag.
And you know what that's about.
Probably a clip or a legal block against North High.
And we can probably safely bet that it's going to go back the other way.
So Rivera picks up about 15 yards. So they most likely will call it back.
And they're going to, instead of getting about a 20-yard gain, they're going to lose 10 or 8 yards right there. But that's been the storyline for North all night tonight when they've had some things going or good plays going. Penalty has wiped it out.
Westerfield back at quarterback from North. Gallen behind him. German has the ball and powers his way for gain of about a half yard to a yard.
And you can tell, too, the West High defense has made an adjustment. They're not going to give up that big play up the middle. You're seeing both the tackles and the linebackers converging, and Sockhead, too, Gaona, his first few times he's touched the ball tonight in the second half.
.17 to play in the third quarter. Second and long for the Stars. Westerfield looking over the defense. Ball given to Rivera. 20-yard line, 25 out of bounds. A very short game for the Stars as they try to get out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Yeah.
West on D with Jackson, Campos, Grigsby, Duncan Maddox, Stevens, Beeson, Thomas, Leach, Turner, and Spencer. Obviously, they've done a good job tonight against North High. And the same can be said for the Stars. But what about the offenses? What about the offensive execution by each team?
Yeah, North has been penalty marred, and West hasn't been able to be consistent.
After we hit in the backfield, as we try to cut back running left to right. Talking about punting time for the Stars. That play went nowhere.
Well, here's another chance. Again, they've come close to blocking 3 punts. You know, this might be something on the sideline. If you're on a coach, you might say, hey, we've been close. Let's get an aiming point, and let's see if we can't block one. He's make a big play.
Westerfield the punt. Brooks the deep man for West. Calling for the fair catch at his own 45-yard line.
We're having an interesting flip of our game. In the first half, it was North High who had the ball on the 45, the 40, and good field position. And now it's West High who's getting a good field position. But so far, they haven't been able to take advantage of it, and we'll see on this series.
You would think with West High speed, they would be able to take advantage of that. It should be in their favor.
Oh, when you have the speed, you know, having speed is one thing, but getting the ball to those players to make the plays in the open field is a whole other problem in itself.
They've lost 2 consecutive games. West North has won 2 in a row. Wiggins Rollins was up on a heavy rush. Throws on picked off by Westerfield of North. He was running out to his left. He was under heavy duress. And threw a poor pass to the flat side, intercepted by Westerfield. The quarterback from North High, and the Stars had the ball right back and close to midfield.
See right here, he's rolling, he has pressure. So the ball's wobbling, but even if the ball wasn't wobbling, it's still going to be intercepted. He had him, they're running the route.
Gallen powering his way across midfield to about the 47-yard line, West Side territory. As they keep it on the ground. 5:45 to play in the third. Nobody has scored yet. This game reminds me a lot of a rugby match.
Yeah, it's just battle of field position. It'll be the team that makes the first mistake or the team that doesn't make a mistake when they do have a drive. So I don't think we're going to see a high-scoring affair in the second half.
That's what they're in reverse. Head and drop to the 45-yard line. Stay about 2 yards shy of the first down.
And Matt did a good job of doing what I was talking about earlier that the cornerbacks need to do. He uses his inside arm as his leverage arm. He runs to the blocker to make the tackle.
Go Duncan for West High. Number 3, the ball carrier, first down for the Stars. Derek Hunter for 3.
One of the luxuries up here at North High has, they have about 4 or 5 different guys that can get the ball in that wing tee and make some plays for them.
Well, North High keeps the chains moving here in the third quarter. 4:22 to play. No score between the Stars and the Vikings. At North High to West High, 42-yard line. Reed in motion. Goes Hunt up the middle, 45, 30, puts his head down to the 25, cuts back to the 20, 15, 10, and finally down. First and goal for North High.
And right there, he did a great job of bursting through the hole, running through a tackle, and then just running away from some defenders.
First and goal for the 8-yard line for the Stars.
43-yard run by Derek Hunter of North High.
Tackle right there, makes a cutback. Runs away.
Hunter to the outside, side of the 5, to about the 2-yard line. Derek Hunter, number 3, coming alive this drive for the Stars.
Yeah, and it's almost like they've been throwing like a pitcher, a knuckleball, somebody throwing kind of slow, not much speed. All of a sudden now you have somebody throwing some heat, and Hunter comes and he changes it because he's hitting the hole a little bit harder than Gaona. He's more of a speed player, of a methodical, best team, run the guy over player.
At 3:44 to play in the third quarter. North is very deep inside West territory, inside the 5. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game on Time Warner Cable, give us a call at 322-1941, 322-1941. A defensive slugfest between the Vikings and the Stars, and North trying to pound on the door.
North has success with the running game when they're able to get in the backfield because the secondary for the Vikings is not really aggressive in coming up and making tackles on those running backs.
Well, Derek Hunter did a great job on that long run, breaking tackles. Looked like he would run to about the 20 and did a tremendous job getting inside the 10. Mike Snow in the second year at North, trying to develop that wing tee week after week. Going back to our quarterback, probably look at procedural motion penalty against North.
This is what killed them on the last drive when they were down that territory. They had a holding play that moved them back, and then they ended up fumbling the ball and walked away with nothing.
Cody Snow, number 7. Quarterback here for North. He has been alternating with Westerfield throughout the evening. A 5-yard penalty against the Stars. It'll be second and goal for North at the 8-yard line of West. And off the way to the 5-yard line. Touchdown, North High! Yes. Anthony Reed. And we have a score this evening.
And the Stars on the board, and Reed did a great job of going out on this little sweep-type play and cut it up. I mean, he just saw the daylight, just turned it upfield, and ran over a man and scored a touchdown.
Gonzalez will follow PAC for North. Left-footed kicker. Is up, no good. Wide right. That could be a key miss in a game like this.
It could end up being a huge play in this game.
North 6, West High, nothing. 3:44 playing the third quarter. Let's see it again.
Here's the touchdown right here. You see, he sees the daylight, he cuts upfield, and he's going north and south straight ahead, runs over the secondary player for touchdown. And that's what I've been trying to talk about all night with the secondary. They're waiting for the running back to come to them. They're not attacking that line of scrimmage. And when you have a team running into, like I said, any of these wing tees or veers or options, those secondary players, they have to attack the running game. And they have to almost be like linebackers out there. They can't play like a coverage type of corner or a coverage safety. They have to go up and have to attack and stick their nose in there and make some plays.
Sophomore on the top row of the game, a 33-yarder by Derek Hunter, deep in West Side territory. That's set up a score by Anthony Reed from 8 yards away. 6-0 North High. They will kick off to the Vikings. It was late in the third quarter. Carlos Westerfeld doing the kicking for North. Turner, one of the defense for West High. And they'll kick anywhere near him. So down about the 33-yard line. West High will fall on it. It'll be first and 10 for the Vikings. Inside the 45. As they hope to put together a scoring drive here against the Stars.
Well, West High's offense needs to answer with some kind of point production, whether it's 3 points or a touchdown, but they need, on this drive, to get down there and get some kind of points.
Wiggins Miller, quarterback on the option. So 35 out of bounds. Hit hard! Derek Hunter! Hey, you talk about the speedster on offense and now on defense. He's doing it both ways.
Well, that's the difference in the secondary play from the Stars and the Vikings. The Stars secondary players, they're coming up and they're aggressive when they come up to defend. And right there, you see Hunter just come through and just blast Wiggins for only a short game. So you'll see Wiggins right here. He's going to try to cut up, and Hunter comes out of nowhere and does a good tackle, runs through him.
Hey, Derek Hunter's juice. Yeah. Playing free safety from North. Second down for the Vikings. From the 45, 36-yard line, and the Vikings call for a timeout with 2:47 playing the third. They need points.
They need points, and I don't think they're going to get it on running the little veer play. Wiggins is not, I don't think that's his strength, is running the veer. His strength is throwing the ball. He's throwing some good balls. He only had an interception. The interception was going to be intercepted. Even if the ball was thrown good, even though it came out a little wobbly with 4, it was going to be intercepted or knocked down anyway because Westerfield ran underneath the out to begin with. That's the situation as he's only a junior. They just throw the ball out of bounds when he sees that cornerback or that linebacker run underneath like that. But I think they're going, like I said, they're going to have to figure out some kind of passing game that they can move the ball. I just don't see them being able to run effectively on the Stars defense.
West High has been able to move the ball in recent games, but their defense will not play that well in their 2 previous losses. Today they'll struggle to move the ball up and down the field against North High. North High had a great victory last week against Porterville, winning 20-27. They only had 138 yards. They go to the outside, 35, 36. North brings it out. Westerfield makes the tackle.
Coach knows defense is doing a good job of staying at home and being disciplined. They're not being fooled by the misdirection and plays coming back. They're right there. They string them out, and they're aggressive. Their secondary players are coming up from the secondary. Now it's Revere, and they're aggressive. They're coming through to make plays, and they're putting West High in bad situations. 3rd and 8, 3rd and long. But West High has a quarterback that he throws the ball well enough that he can pick these plays up. But the middle of the field between Westerfield and the linebackers where you want to hit is a wide open space.
Now there might be movement in the West High offensive line. It was 3rd and 8 for the Vikings, 5 yards against them. Let's make it worse than that.
Well, excuse me, I said Westerfield, but the hole between Dixon and the linebacker right there by their defense is a big gap. If you can run the receiver down and run them in like they did on the one play that was dropped, they can't stop it. They can't commit to having those players there to stop the run and stop the pass.
Little 55, White 35, Westerfield 12. Dixon, number 19, the backers for North. 3rd and long for West. Put a pressure on the quarterback. Wiggins is pass complete. First down for the Vikings. Across the 45. Number 7, Shane Taylor, the tight end. Wide open.
And they just hit the other hole between the other linebackers and the other linebackers on the other side. Right here, Wiggins does a good job of eluding the rush. Steps up, throws the ball, on target again, picks up the first down. I think they have to continue with that kind of action. And at this point, maybe even abandon a run for a few plays because there is room to pass the ball against the North High defense.
The West High was coming up with some plays this season. They haven't been able to be consistent with those. 118 to play in the 3rd. The Vikings 0, North High 6. Moving on the West High offensive line. Too much time by the Vikings. Another precision penalty against West. They go 10 yards, 5 yards back.
Well, they need to get up there and call the play and get going. They don't have time to dilly-dally around the line of scrimmage and barking out and what they're doing. Get up, get your play called, and go.
Watkins in the high formation. Brooks in motion for West High. Big fullback, the ball carrier, pounds his way to midfield. Yes, sir. Let's give him the ball more. Number 33, Ronald Maxby, 5'8", 210. Looking pressed on about 3 runs.
Just a dive play to Maxby. Caught him a good hit. Hunter's coming up again from the secondary. And
Hunter
that's the
likes to
difference.
hit.
Hunter comes up and he makes plays.
Hunter, the hitter, number 3. He has come alive here in the second half.
But on that play, Sasso had the play. He just overshot it. I mean, they're in position.
As the 3rd quarter is coming to a conclusion. 2nd down, Wiggins on the option, keeper. To about the 46-yard line. After 3 quarters from North High, the score 6, West High nothing. You're watching the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
Football Game of the Week on Time Warner Cable.
You have a home video, or 2 or 3, and you want your family, friends, and neighbors to have a copy. Where do you go? Time Warner Productions, of course. We'll make copies of your tape using high-quality professional tape, label it, and house it in a sleeve for protection, and have it ready for you in no time. We accept VHS, SVHS, VHS-C, Betamax, Mini-DV, and 8mm videotape. We'll even convert to and from foreign formats. We can even edit and print pictures from your videos. Got a broken tape? We can fix that too. Just stop by the Time Warner Cable office on Select or call for more information.
Come out with the taco pronto.
Way to begin the 4th quarter of action from Turk Elias Field on the campus of North High School. Our Stars hold a precarious 6-0 lead over West High. Vikings trying to get something going. They've been doing that the entire game, but
well, this is what they've been doing. They've got a couple runs off. They start feeling comfortable about the running game, then they get stuck.
maybe they're just need a big play for a touchdown. Third and short. Wiggins the QB. Turner tries to throw it. Back to Turner. Man-to-man coverage incomplete. Looked like he handed the ball to Turner, who would have had a first down. It was a play action. One-on-one coverage on his wide receiver, and a pass is knocked away. Fourth down for the Vikings. Will they be punting or will they be going for it?
Well, they've been going for it all night long. I mean, I don't know why they were punting now. But the same play that was dropped and the same play they got the tight end is going to be open again based on the way the Stars defense is lined up. There's no way they can go out and cover those big holes between the linebackers.
Stars have a lot of guys in the box, at least 8.
And that's how come the passing game is open in those spots.
The fullback has a first down for the Vikings. Maxwell to the left side. West High keeps this drive going. We may have a fantastic finish tonight. I love fantastic finishes.
And again, we got to give Maxby another running back, fourth down. Just makes great effort, runs through it, man, and picks up the first down.
A fantastic finish is like a close shave. Awesome.
And here did you see Maxby comes in the hole. He's met in the hole to the linebacker, but runs through him, picks up the first down.
Big boy. Wiggins throws to his right. Throws it down Bill. Incomplete. Throw it behind Brooks, who is open at the 30-yard line. So they're in the coverage, but a pass was there, or it should have been there.
Yeah, you know, once again, they're rolling them out, they're moving them, and you're going to have that inaccuracy when you have a kid moving out like that.
I like the play, except the pass was thrown behind the receiver, but I like the call.
I don't like the rollout a lot with high school quarterbacks because to take a 5-step drop and get rid of the ball is so easy. And it's an easier throw for the quarterback, and the route's the same. He just runs it out, you take 5 steps, you get rid of the ball. But we don't see a lot of teams around here use that kind of offense.
Brooks on the side left for West High. Turner from the backfield to the 40-yard line and dragged down to the 47-yard line. Turner ran the ball quite a bit in the first quarter. Has been somewhat quiet since then. He's had a couple of carries recently. I'd say give him the ball more often here in the fourth quarter. It was supposed to pass to him in the flat or give him the football. Get the football to him, number 4.
You know, I don't know if they have it, but I like to see him use how the Rams use Marshall Faulk, where he comes out of the backfield and goes against the linebacker, kind of just runs a little post from the backfield, comes out and then cuts back across the linebacker's face and hit him on the run.
It will definitely extend that defense. 3rd and 7 for the Vikings from the 38-yard line, North Side territory. Wiggins to throws, hit as he throws, incomplete. Intended for Turner. Hunter on the coverage. The pass overthrown. Wiggins was on his dress, unloaded it. And now 4th down, 4th and 7 for the Vikings at the North High 38-yard line. Down 6-0. 10:44 to play. And apparently, West will be punting it away. Apparently.
Well, they need to hurry up. Call a timeout.
Wiggins looks to the sideline. They're going for it. He's from the shotgun. 3 receivers wide to the right. Sets up, throws it long down the right sideline. It is incomplete. Knocked away by Rivera.
Again, I don't understand what's going on. 4 receivers are 80 yards down the field. You only need 6 or 7 yards for a first down. I mean, you have to run at least somebody by the first down marker.
More or less like a desperation pass at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I mean, at this point in time, there's no need to be. There's no need for desperation right now. You have 10 minutes. If you're going to go for it on 4th down, and you already know that, that means you have 2 downs. 3rd down, hit a quick ball into the flat. Run everybody deep, have somebody in the flat. I don't understand that one.
Stone, their quarterback for North High. Running play goes out to about the 40-yard line, their own territory. 10 minutes plus to play in the ball game. North 6, West High nothing. West High was stopped again in North territory. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9 for the Stars. Cody Stone, number 7. Syracuse Bay for North High. Play action rolling to his right. Setting up for a 42. Nice spiral downfield. Complete to Baker. Ball 20. Brought down by Turner. First down for North High. Deep in West High territory.
It's not the touchdown play, but it's the same. It's not the touchdown, but it's the same kind of play. And he picks it up and he gets
Jeff Baker.
A first down. Right there, here's the rollout. He has a chance to stop, square himself up, set his feet. Now he throws a strike downfield. And right there, this just can't happen. This happens too much right here. The secondary for the Vikings just has to step up and have to make plays. Their safeties are letting guys get behind them.
Taylor fumbles the ball in the backfield, and I think Stone falls on it. So North, living dangerously, loses about 3 or 4 yards. You talk about Seth Baker. He is 6'6", 200 pounds. We're certainly a long play.
Yeah, and you know, to lose a guy that big, something's wrong. I mean, you have to know you have to see him.
Remember, he caught that touchdown pass that was called back.
It was the same type of play. They do some faking in the backfield, they roll out, and the safeties aren't aware, they're not paying attention, and he slips behind them, which should never happen. But, you know, that's what Coach Lewis is talking about has happened quite a bit this year. In their losses, they've been beat. Big plays, they're getting up big plays. They're not getting beat on small plays, it's big plays. Hunter made big plays, and so...
Hey, is that Mr. Viking? Is that
him.
A real Norseman?
Well, he's not happy. He's not happy right now with what he's seeing.
Eight 48 to play in a ball game. And North High at the West High 27-yard line. 2nd down, 18 for North. Out of the backfield behind Stone. Ball given to Reed. Come back 25 to the 20-yard line. 15 to the 10. Cross the way, first down for the Stars. North now power sweep right.
Yep.
And Reed with a cutback.
And once again, their power sweep is working because the secondary players are not coming up to make plays. Right here, he's cutting back with no safety in the picture. There's another piece in the back. And you got linebackers and the other side, other people on the other side making plays. And the difference is that Hunter for North has filled the gap in the secondary.
3rd and short. Hunter, first down to about the 5-yard line. Credit Gilman, number 78, Valley 70, Lewis the center, number 55, Thompson, number 73, Cofield, number 64 for North up front. Creating some of those holes for the runners.
And right there, just straightforward play. And Hunter hits the hole hard with the first down. And North High's knocking again on the door.
Anthony Reed, James Rivera, Guillaume, Hunter this quarter. Dixon, at times drop again for North. First and goal for the Stars. Dixon the ball cut, let's cut back and slips at the 7-yard line. 7:25 to play the ball game. North High wants more. The Stars want to shine tonight.
Ed Leach came up that time. He came up, he forced the man to make a decision instead of just sitting back. That's what they need to do. They should have been doing it earlier.
We're going to look at Mike Lewis on the left side sideline. The clock continues to run. And favor North High. Stone. The Hunter gets his way close to the goal line. Derek Hunter, number 3, vying for that Roadrunner High School Online Speedster of the Week. Hunter has come alive in the second half.
And he's been the energizer for this team. I mean, here he is right here. He's real patient, cuts back, stays in the hole, and tries to go in for that touchdown. Real close to scoring.
5'8", 155 pounds, a senior for North. the 8. Third goal for the Stars. Stone. Three hit the backfield. Touchdown, North High!
And Reed gets his second touchdown. That's Reed's second touchdown right there.
Anthony Reed with both of the touchdowns for North High tonight, number 21.
And they're putting some pressure now on that Viking offense to have to come through and put some points in a fairly quick manner, and then the defense to hold again to even give them a chance.
North High going for two, leading 12-0. Stone, play action into the end zone. It is picked off. So the score remains the same. North High 12, West High nothing. 6-2-0 to play in the ball game. North looking for the third consecutive victory. They have won 3 in a row in a number of years.
Yeah, and Coach Snow has taken some time, but his program is starting to turn around in the direction he's looking for. And right here is the score right here. And again, it's just that power sweep play. And they power in for another touchdown. But Andre Spencer may have made a big play on that 2-point conversion, because if West High can go down and score real quick and get an onside kick, they could still have a chance to win this game. But they're going to have to score quickly.
Matt Lewis, Justin Cofield, we talked about David Valley. Mike Gillum up front for North. Cofield, Thompson, Lewis, Valley, and Gillum. Wes Baker, the tight end. Baker caught one pass for a touchdown, which was called back, and he made a big reception, which set up North's second touchdown tonight. 6-6. Take them over downfield.
Yeah, but I think Hunter's been the difference in this game. Offensively and defensively, he set the tone for that safety position coming up. He's hitting the back, he's hitting the quarterback. He made the big run to even get him started.
Right.
On the offense in the second half. And
remember, after that touchdown for a 33-yard run, came back and made a great stick on defense.
Yeah, he did.
They want to kick the ball to Turner. A bit of close to the 20-yard line. Returns about the 30. So West High in danger of being shut out this evening by North. 6:13 on the clock, and the Vikings inside their own territory. At about the 40-yard line, 41-yard line.
Yeah.
North 12, the Vikings nothing.
I think right now West High has a little urgency right now. They need to get out of the huddle, Chris, get the plays in fast, get up there and execute the plays. There's still enough time, enough room. There's going to be room to pass in between those linebackers because of how they're trying to play so close to the line. There are 8 men right there in the box.
Quarterback play action. Ball long downfield and complete. Great coverage by Rivera. He is hard to beat deep. And receiver Castile, 21.
And a flag on the ground again.
It's against the Vikings, I believe.
Lineman downfield for the Vikings.
And Castile was trying to run a corner route. And corner routes are really effective routes when you connecting on a few post plays. Because now you have the defender jump in the post looking to be beat. Now you want to go into the post and cut back out to the corner. But again, there's plenty of time to hit the 10-yard, 8-yard pass plays, 6-yard pass plays, and just move the ball.
So they're playing about 10 yards off the line. DB for North High. Vegas to throw. Hit hard and dropped on the 20-yard line. 3 receivers going deep for West. The tight end over the middle covered by Westerfield. And things are getting gloomy for the Vikings.
Yeah, they are. It's starting to look pretty bad. Anytime you're going that deep downfield, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of coverage. And you just don't have that kind of time. I mean, you don't have to do that right now. Again, like I was saying, if you're running a 2-minute drill, you would throw out. You watch it on NFL, you watch it in college, you throw out. You work your way down, you take what they're going to get. You're not going to give you a bomb right now unless they just slip.
Jack Soto with a sack for North High, one of the down linemen. Second and long. With his play action. Here comes the pressure. Goes almost complete to his tight end. And a short gain about the 30-yard line. North High coming strong every play. Jerry White. And on play 45 for North. Those scores on D. Sasso, J. Sasso, Sorter, Keith, and T. Sasso. The backers Dixon, Lewis, White, and Westerfield. Thornton, Hunter, and Rivera, the DBs for the Stars. Got a good job this evening.
Yes, they have.
Rivera's a good cover man, number 26. Plus Hunter, free safety. Billington, 82, but playing out for North on the left side, number 10, Austin Coates. Pass complete to the side to the 30-yard line. Rivera missing the tackle, but the receiver goes out of bounds at the 39. He'll be short of the first down.
You know, now 3rd and 10, you had to get something, but they're going on 4th down. You know that. They picked up as much as they could to make it 4th and short. But my question is, where was that play on 1st and 10?
Yeah, going deep. 2 plays in a row.
You know, I mean,
quarterback gets sacked, and have 2nd and long.
Because you had the time to do that, but you know now you get to the point where it's going to be close to desperation time. So you got to pick up the 1st down right now to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, they have to go for it. 4th and about short 3 for West. Out there on 39-yard line or thereabouts. Wegas trying to draw North offside. The option, here comes the pressure, throws it, incomplete. Knocked away by North. Counted for Josh Stevens. It is North High ball in West Side territory. 4:17 to play.
And the North High defense just ended the game for West High. Right here, he's going to roll out. Again, they're just trying to force the ball in. You know, they're playing the soft zone, and they're running routes right there against the man. You just have to sit up. You stop and sit in the hole. There's nowhere for you to go. Just stop. You're wide
Hunter and
open.
Choate, Brian making the stick for North High. After they read the ball, comes to the 40, 35, and dives forward to about the 33. Anthony Reed has had a very solid game for the Stars. Number 21. And North will try to keep it on the ground and use up that clock. As it is rolling 350.
Yeah, and they're pretty much now just going to run the game out on West High now.
Coach Cornford, the head coach of West High. The assistant coaches are White Ross, Mike Luke, and Anthony Straba. Mike Snow, the head man of North. Assisted by Roman Aguilar, Cy Silver, Don Kessler, Danny Sasso. And he's going to win most likely his 3rd straight game, Snow.
Yeah, he is, and they're heading in the right direction. They're going to end up being 4-2. And that's a big turnaround from last year. And, you know, and he has his team believing it. You can see the defense is solid. They come out of 8-man front, in and out of them. You know, and they'll sit outside with like they're playing a 7-man, only 5-man, and 6-man in there. And then those outside guys just pinch down hard at the last minute. And they've caused some problems for the running game tonight at West High.
Now, the 10 game back out there for about the 4th time this evening. That's a record. It's very short. Those guys getting their exercise this evening at Turkey Lawless Field. A beautiful evening in North Bakersfield. North 12 and West High nothing. 3:28 on the clock in the ball game. If I'm North, I run 2 plays. And if I don't make on 3rd down.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I think their defense will only be enough for the West High offense. Unless they just get lucky and throw one down and somebody falls and it's knocked up and they catch and score, and they can't drive down on them.
They are in the driver's seat with Stars. Westerfeld on the keeper. Still 4-yard first down, 25. Out to the 20-yard line. They feel like take by Westerfeld while they move most of the West High D. And North possibly can throw it away right here. Clock is running. It is wrong. It is moving. And the Stars favor. They come home. And they're striving for a victory. 25, the ball carrier for the Stars. He gains some yardage. Curtis Dixon.
You know, and Curtis Dixon did a really good job right there of cutting the ball upfield, going north and south, not going to the sideline, going out of bounds, keeps the clock running.
We have a Curtis Dixon and a Chris Dixon on North High's team. Chris, number 19, carried the ball effectively this evening. Westerville looking towards the sideline. Second down and 5. Taking his time. It is all in North High's favor. Matt Billington brings in a play for the Stars, number 82. Down the ball carrier to the 5, out to the 3-yard line. Jeremy Gaona has been quiet for the first half, but he, like many Northside runners this evening, gaining yards in the second half. As the offensive line wearing down West. There's a big hole for Jeremy. Breaks an arm tackle. Harry's bike is on his back and drives forward inside the 5-yard line. But to this point, Derek Hunter, number 3, is the Roadrunner High School Online Speedster of the Week from North High. Had a 33-yard run himself for the first score. Has some great sticks on D. Anthony Reed, though, into the end zone. Touchdown, North High. Now they'll sweep wide for the Stars. Reed following his blockers, cut back against the grain. Anthony Reed has 3 touchdowns this evening for North. So has been a team effort for the Stars as they win the 3rd consecutive game out of first game of the Southwest Assembly League. 18-0 North over West. No score at the half. North has dominated the final 2 quarters. Kick by Gonzalez is up. It is good. Is it a touchdown? Ball going to wing switch right. Only hit by one left side player for 2. He is thrown forward to the end zone. Great. Second over by Anthony Reed. His 3rd score this evening. It is North High 19, West Side nothing. 1:32 to play in the ball game. And definitely the North High fans pumped up this evening. As our team is playing at home and looking very impressive. We have our first telecast atop the Brandon press box on the North High side here at Turkey Lealis Field. North has made a big play for offense and defense. They have dominated the line of scrimmage. They have thrown a lot of ball carriers at West. And it has been their game in the second half after scoreless tie after 2 quarters. Westerville kicking off for the Stars. Fly ball goes out of bounds on the 8-yard line. West Stars down by 19 with 1:42 to play. Will the Vikings be shut out? They will suffer the 3rd consecutive loss, and they will be 3-3 and 0-1 in the Southwest Assembly League. North will be 4-2 overall, 1-0 in league. North last year won 1 game. This year already won 4 out of 6. They're looking for more. Wiggles the QB from the shotgun for West. 1:42 on the clock. Stewart to the right side, sets up. There comes the pressure. Rolling to his right. Throws on 25, far side, complete. Strong hit. Is that a fumble or incomplete pass? Well, they call that a completion. Evidently, he recovered his own fumble. Great hit by Choate. Austin Choate on the far side, number 10. They cause that ball will come loose. Lakers. Fumbles on 45 down left sidelines. Now throws the middle complete. Knocked away by Derek Hunter. Our roll on high school line. Speed's still weak. Brooks was run down left sidelines. They had a receiver far right. Number 21, Kelsey Castile, Kiki Castile. Threw the ball to the middle. Second and 10 for the Vikings. 1:21 on the clock. 19-0 Stars. For the Vikes. Vegas, shotgun. Not much pressure. Sets up. Goes to the right side. It is knocked away by Choate. Number 10 for North. Also back there, Chris Dixon. Northside fans are joined this evening as the Stars win the third consecutive game. Third and 10 for the Vikings. Vegas, front out left, sets up, throws on 48. Intercepted on the near side. Oh, like Clay say he was out of bounds. Westerfeld, what will look like a diving kick for North. But he was juggling the balls, went out of bounds, or didn't get his feet inbounds. Fourth down for West. 4th and 10. A penalty against North to set up West with a first down situation at the North High 30-yard line. 1:04 to play in the game. Wiggins looking left. Sets up. Throws over the complete. Number 22, Edward Leach. Has been very quiet this game offensively. Well, the reception for West. Second and short for the Vikings. 2nd and 1. On the 21-yard line, North High territory. Wiggins to throw, sets up. Lob roll, no complete. To the 20-yard line. Number 22 down to 12. Edward Leach. Back reception for West High. They'll move the chain, and the clock will continue running. And North High favor. West High inside the North High 15-yard line. Wiggins looking right, looking left, sets up, fires over the middle, knocked away, complete. Now the flag is down at the 2-yard line. About the center for Kiki Castile West. Might be a personal foul against the Stars. Going to play again, a pass by Wiggins over the middle. I didn't see the pass interference. They actually hit him after the ball was delivered. Well, I missed something. There was about 4 North High defenders back there. They appear to be about 2 yards behind the receiver. Well, I didn't see the penalty. First down for the Vikings. 23 seconds left. Wiggins roll out to his left. Looking for teams on the pass. Complete. Touchdown, West Brooks. Number 6. So the Vikings avoid a vertical shutout. And we get on the board, but penalty. Personal foul, I believe, against North High. The West Side scores. A personal foul penalty against North. 19-6. Well, West go for 2 for the single-point conversion. Mike Snow's team will be 4-2 for North High. 1-0 SWYL. West High with the third consecutive loss, now 3-3, all one league. The Vikings will go for 2 points. With 17 seconds left in the game. 19-6 Stars over the Vikings. So West finally gets on the scoreboard. Ball pass from Wiggins to Brooks. Wiggins to QB. From the center. North jumps. Those Stars might have been in the neutral zone. The North High so anxious on D here late in the ball game. Both Sassel, Serler, Keys, Dixon Lewis, White, Westerfield, Hunter Rivera, Choate, Bunks, and doing a great job for North defensively tonight. Wiggins running back in the backfield, dropped at the 3-yard line. Edward Leach hit the backfield and dropped by a galaxy of stars. And the Stars are definitely shining tonight. Leach the ball carrier. And the Stars in the backfield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost the entire defensive team, special teams. Jumping all over the ball carrier. 17 ticks on the clock. North Side 19, West Side 6. Well, North High has a 3-game winning streak. West Side has lost 3 consecutive games. For the bright spot for the Vikings is the fact they're 0-1 league. North High now 1-0. Jackson Poole, number 73, will kick off the West High. The one field will kick it away. Line drive it or try an onside kick. Most likely we'll try an onside kick. There are only a couple of plays left in this ball game. Onside kick will boost it. Too hard, too far. He jams it out of bounds. Number 68 for the Vikings is Adam Bailey. He has some fans in the stands on the far side. I'd like to thank my personal friend and athletic director at North High, Doug Thompson, for providing the Time Warner crew with some eats prior to the game. Some food beverages. Absolutely free. Stars first down at their own 47-yard line. And so let's put a kneel to it. Kneel down. That'll be it. North Side 19, West Side 6. The Stars' third consecutive victory. Roadrunner High School Online Feast of the Week, Derek Hunter of North. You were watching the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 41, Digital 106.
You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week on Time Warner Cable.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now that Get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
Over the years, Time Warner's been delivering you a new perspective on the world, a chance to explore your passions, a way to keep you in touch with your local community, not to mention endless entertainment. With our commitment to quality local service, on-time guarantees, and the best programming available, why would you look to anyone else? Time Warner Cable.
Imagine what's next.
The network that revolutionized sports television. Now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
We're here to award the Roadrunner Online Speedster of the Week. Is going to Derek Hunter. He had a big run to set up a touchdown for the Stars, and he also made some key plays coming up from the secondary position, making some big hits. So Derek, I'm going to present you with the plaque of the Online Speedster of the Week and a T-shirt that you can wear. And as your teammate said, you were the man tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.